glaciers of the northern hemisphere creep furthest south, there stands a city with a population of just 50,000. That city is Lijiang.
去看展览嘛，是偶然的，但是因为我是回来专门找对象的，所以呢，我就是对那些，这个小姑娘啊这些东西特别敏感，是不是？我都要看一眼，就是不管是怎么样子，这个是好像是一种本能的那种这个反应吧。所以我一看这个照片，我就很敏感，我说，不错嘛，这个。
Lan Wei had decided he wanted to marry the girl in that photo. It was a thought that kept him awake at night.
脑子里头有些睡不着觉了嘛，就是一直是想着这个人怎么着的，希望怎么样，就是能够自己就想找个能够成为这个自己的这个老婆了嘛，这样子了嘛。
Relatives and friends soon found the girl he had spotted in the photo.
我妹妹在她哥哥那点打快递，我妹妹回来，站在我的旁边，说嘛，我是一面做事，我说搞什么？他说是他我说是你在说什么？他说是他弟弟回来找对象，我说找对象嘛咋个啦？他说是他要找你，我说找我搞什么？ 我找到那个对象，你说是好笑不好笑？我说是不打，他说为什么不打？这个是不追击你人了嘛？他们你说不追击人了嘛？你就说给他我已经有对象了。
At the time, Zhang Qingyuan was just 19 years old, and she didn't want to marry a decommissioned army officer.
我看见两个，有一个们在8月子，一个们在做小哥，看见他的娃娃又多，他的那个家庭住他一小个，反正是他的生活就是都服我看见是，所以我说是我的脑子里面就想起说是部队是不能教，他一样都不会，以后就是服员了也是会像这种那么部队是找不得。
The two families lived on the same street, just 50 meters apart. Zhang Qingyuan agreed to meet Lan Wei out of courtesy, but she didn't know that her date was an army officer. In those days, the most fashionable way of courting was to watch a movie together.
他这个事业是一直在观察着我呢，我也。 很注意我自己的自己的言行，也很注意的。就我既然的叫他喜欢我了嘛，
Their date gave Lan Wei a very deep impression of Zhang Qingyuan.
特别是他那个皮肤特别好人也确实是年轻又长得好，19岁嘛，嘎，现在长得是不错，我说找这么一个媳妇也真是好了，这个。
1 year later, Zhang Qingyuan traveled to Dali to marry Lan Wei, and soon she was assigned a position at a factory in Dali as its accountant. When we ask her why she finally agreed to marry an army officer when she was so firmly against it beforehand, the old couple tell us this story.
就是他走了嘛，就是我们不说在一起，那就完事了嘛。
没后手我也写了这么有好几封。
我都不知道，我也不会看这些媒体上。 我不识字，我也不看，我也不会这种的话，我也不会。
我写了好多信，好多信回了信嘞，我也回了好几封信。
会，我跟你说是按你那个跟你说啊，我从来不会说这个话。
没有说，但是呢，
我只会写一封。
拿信了，拿了好几封信。
但是我从来不会说那的。
那我的脾气是怎样给他回信呢？
没他为什么我答什么就完了嘛？一问一答就完了嘛？像谁样呢？他为什么我就答什么嘛？他问你家的情况嘛，我就介绍一下你家的情况嘛。他问一下家庭嘛，我就答一下家庭嘛。 他说是不对，我才不想生呢。他有没有穿不对的衣服？可是他回来我也不喜欢玩。我们没说过我都这种的说，我还跟哪个去玩？他在那点说呢？你说是害羞不害羞？
In May 1963, Jiang Qingyuan gave birth to her eldest daughter Lan Biying. Lan Wei took some photos of her various expressions and he entitled them Delight, Anger, Sorrow and Joy. Lan Wei was seldom able to stay with his family in Dali. He was often requested to make sculptures in various places, leaving his wife to look after their daughter. Reading was the only thing Jiang Qingyuan liked to do in her spare time.
不长的时候，他一个人，人家那么去这个，又出不去，是不是？他就是一摞一摞的那个这个技术啦，这个在这个部队里面的那个原来的那个图书馆呀，这些东西呢来了，所以呢，他特别爱看那个历史小说。
In 1966, a political upheaval known as the Cultural Revolution swept across China. As a result, normal operations at Jiang Qingyuan's factory were often interrupted, but Lan Wei's work continued nevertheless. One day, he was sent to attend a large-scale sculpture exhibition. Shortly after Lan Wei returned home, several of his colleagues took him away. He didn't return home for several days.
我是想尽办法了解好他的情况，都是人家都是不跟我好呢好呢。我的最好的那个同事也是说好呢，没有关系，就是这一句话，其他的们就是一样都提不着，什么都提不着。
A whole month passed, and Lan Wei still hadn't returned home. One day, several strangers came to Jiang Qingyuan's home. She realized that her husband was in great danger.
Mấy thằng mới nói ni男人你要结发，说我的结发什么？我把那逼背去嘛。他们说把我发现了，不发。为什么？没有，我说我最好的朋友，他说是最早我还怕没发现了，不发。我说是。 你到得了不发？他们想到我们，我就害怕到了嘛。我把我发现了，他们怎可能会到我呢
Jiang Qingyuan's mother heard the news and hurried from Lijiang to Dali.
我妈妈说是，这么乱说我不能发展，是得叫我也回去。那我说是回去说我情况不敏感，那我应该要在道理，所以没有工作，倒是没有工作了嘛。他们放弃工作，但是没有上班了嘛。但是我是要看情况的嘛，什么一个情况嘛，我要了解的嘛。我在理解的话嘛，咋个会是一样都不懂了，可是。
Jiang Qingyuan's mother took the baby back to Lijiang. Jiang Qingyuan felt some relief. And she began asking after her husband. However, at night, she became more apprehensive. Lan Wei came back to Dali in the winter of 1969, but he didn't return home. Instead, he went straight to a hospital. It was only then that Jiang Qingyuan discovered why her husband had been taken away.
有说是我是又是2月里的，反正每一个我要入废纸，2月里有废纸，法律乱结相否，又是啥那帽子是越大越多了。
Jiang Qingyuan never considered her husband to be a bad man.
他抓起来了以后，我就悟出来了嘛，我就这个人是对他们家里面是好的。 我看见他也是从来没有做过什么坏事，他是最喜欢的一个了，咋个会是什么都是他是最坏的一个，说是那个是有点是不对了。
During his 2 years in confinement, Lan Wei was brutally tortured. He passed blood as a result of internal wounds. This was why he was sent to hospital as soon as he was released. Today, he's reluctant to talk about those times.
说不说头发扭着，耳朵扭着，穿的少，就是这样子。你认为是对这样子，很厉害的这个事情噻。为什么我要尿血嘛？不是皱成这个样子啊。
As Lan Wei's condition was getting worse in the hospital, Zhang Qingyuan decided to take her husband to Lijiang for treatment. Shortly after they returned to Lijiang, Lan Wei's work unit ordered him to go to the town of Dayan immediately to work as a porter.
你说是他背水泥，打灰泥土是以前是拿手扒嘛，背水泥是一背一背的背嘛，没有像现在的那种地干活嘛。哎呀，我说是他的那种尿血在做必是叫他去背水泥的。
As a veteran soldier of 20 years, Lan Wei was used to following orders, so he went off to report for duty immediately. The work, however, was so heavy that he passed more blood and ran a high fever. There were many occasions when he felt he was going to die. However, when his wife gave birth to their second daughter, Lan Biyuan, he found the will to live.
在我的时候，我就是一直是担心着这个小女孩，这个兰比依那么小，怎么办？啊，就是老想着这个事情，所以呢，我就不能死，我要活下来，这个成为我那个精神支柱了。这个咱大实话说，唯一
个个都是为了生活吃一碗饭。 所以不要责任，自己过得可就是行了。
When Lan Wei was confirmed as a disabled serviceman in 1973, he was entitled to a military pension and medical support. With the money, Lan Wei bought 2 rooms in a courtyard. They no longer had to live in rented accommodation.
我说跟你说是他背水泥了哈，我都是。 有他的一分钱，我都是吃他的肉，喝他的血一样的感觉。我心疼了就承受不了，所以我就是太可怜他了嘛，这种的苦事。
The 10 years of the Cultural Revolution were the hardest of Lan Wei's life. He always remembers the one chance he got to pick up his paintbrush during those years. It was January 1976 and Lan Wei was outside producing a painting in memory of Premier Zhou Enlai on the outdoor basketball court. He worked on it 5 days in a row, the wind from the snowy mountains almost knocking him down. However, in reality, the frigid winter had passed. A warm spring wind was about to blow right across China. Today, their 2 daughters can only remember happiness in those years that were so hard for their parents.
一放学回来，第一件事就等待到我妈妈，就是拿到每天的那个什么那个省下来的钱，给我买那个小画书，就是几天一本，几天一本，再怎么样，他都要买一本连环画那些给我们看。
就是我爸经常那个带着我去那个爬那个树，然后那个找那个鸟窝，然后还把那个鸟窝找回来，就在家里把那个鸟蛋给它孵出那个小鸟，然后我爸我们俩在那里喂养，这个是经常的，然后还带着我们邻居的那些小孩一起吧，就一起玩。我爸比较喜欢跟我们玩。而且他老是做一些恶作剧，然后就怪在我身上。我觉得那时候挺好玩的。
In November 1977, Landway's case was officially over.
什么事情都是在这么热，什么我说人天上的月亮都没有2天圆嘛，30天嘛，对，所以人也是一样嘛。让我们来苦了，我们就是一个要好好的苦，一个要好好的快乐，一个要好好的过。
Zhang Qingyuan has saved enough money through selling her embroidery to buy an old house.